Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Very cool. Very interesting. Um, and this is I wonder what album this is of theirs in the order of albums that they've created. Like we haven't heard another album yet of theirs. Uh, and, I've heard through the grapevine and also heard in the music too that there are some influences that are not always rock inside of the music that they do. Um, and then I also recently heard on YouTube that they also have a lot of jazz in the art that they create. And so it's very, very interesting for this first piece. Um, and I'm like, it really kind of feels a little bit like it's missing something, though. I love everything I've heard of theirs, but I will say this might actually be my least favorite so far. It's like I love that they are doing dabbling into the jazz and things like that, and they're really bending genres together. But for this to be the first song on the album, you know what? Okay, hold on. Something's happening inside of me. Maybe they wanted to start a little understated, just more of like an introductory piece. Because I know it's going to get crazy later on. We've heard a few of the songs already. Um, and so maybe it's supposed to make me feel this way. Maybe I'm supposed to be yearning for more and like feeling like this emptiness of I want more, like I need them to do more because I know they can and they do give more. It's also another thing with how intricate and crazy their music is. It is good to also show they can do something that's not over complicated. I don't think anything they've done is over complicated. I think it's they're complicated. um, but I feel also kind of like it could have maybe swung a little bit more. It felt a little too, because I've heard people say their genre is like mathematic rock or something like that. This felt a little too formulaic, instead of being something where I felt like they were really having like a jam session and really was putting it all out there, like their heart and its soul in it. So it didn't really give me enough of the soul with inside of the jazz that they're trying to give. But it was nice. Like, hold on. And it's also me coming from a space of they are great. They are going down in the history books of music. And maybe that's me being a little more critical in the best possible way, to say I believe in them, but this I think may be an example of them reaching into other genres, but not authentically embracing them to the point where it feels authentic to bring in that other thing. And instead, it feels more like they um, are trying to show, like, oh, look, we can do jazz too. And it felt more like an afterthought of showing off ability to do other genres instead of it being something that gives the energy of what they're doing. I will also say, though, that I was imagining like a marching band doing this. I think that would be so dope hearing like a full horn section do this song. But I think that's also what I was missing is that it felt kind of shallow in the horn section. And parts of me was just like, man, if they had a few more horns or a little bit more mids and things filling up just like volume of sound, not not volume as in loudness, but volume as in more capacity of sounds inside, like more instruments, more of a horn section instead of just like kind of sounding like they use that same trumpet guy from the song with Steve Vai. I feel like they probably kind of use him on these songs. And I think that's also what it is. The trumpet, also in the song with Steve Vai, it was cool that they added another instrument in there, but it wasn't very soulful for bringing in a trumpet that kind of is doing like a light jazz adjacent thing. Y'all, here's the other part. I, did also study jazz. I probably would have not been as critical about it if my oldest brother wasn't like a hardcore jazz guy. Okay. He's one of those like raised me to be a side eye in Kenny G. Okay, because of what he also did to jazz and watering it down for more people, which I think it's a twofold thing. It's a twofold thing where you want accessibility, you want more people to like a genre, but it shouldn't come at the expense of great artistry. So I think maybe they did exactly what they were trying to do with making something not as complicated, not as intense, to kind of maybe show Genesis. Like the name of it is Genesis. It could be a thing of them saying, um, these are our origins. We love jazz, we love rock, and oh, like what if? Oh, okay, now I'm gonna get real artistic, y'all. Okay, like, okay, what if it's an artistic representation of their, origin, and that they didn't know jazz that much. They didn't know. They didn't know how to put all the energy behind their stuff, and they're just kind of showing us the, space that they came from to then later on in the music show us where they're going, where they are, and where they're headed. You know what I'm saying? So, I know art does so many different things. And so, yeah, there is a chance there's something bigger going on. I always give that to them, and I always want artists to do what they want to do. But it just wasn't for me. For me, the best thing for them. I also think it's a very big gamble if they are trying to do some like very deep thought piece on why they would start with something like this. That's a really big gamble to start an album with a song that doesn't put a very big foot forward, because sometimes people listen to the first song and then say, I don't think this is for me. I'm going to move on. I think it's really, really good to show a good representation of the album. Maybe it's not the best song on the album that you're going to start with, but, um, you know, I just, I'm excited for all the things that they do. And I would just say this, I think, is lower on my list. But now we got to listen to the whole album. Maybe not to annoy, because y'all see I talk a lot, especially about Polyphia, because I'm so into their art. I love, 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 love their art, and I'm gonna have so much to say. um, so yeah, thank you so much, Sly, for sharing this with us. What did y'all think of this song? Do y'all feel like I might have said some things that are ap- apropos, you know? And let me see here. Hassan, is that Hassan here? Welcome in here. We have some people coming in here from YouTube. I actually did start streaming on YouTube just now. I'm gonna try to like, press it over there, especially now I kind of have like a thumbnail and like a title that I think I could just kind of toss on if we're doing a music reaction. But welcome in here, YouTube. Sorry y'all couldn't hear the music. You have to come over on the Twitch side to hear the music because YouTube doesn't like it live. Does not like it live for me yet. I guess I gotta be reacting a little bit longer. Maybe I'll get on like a whitelist or something. But welcome in here, Braylon Ray reacts as well. Welcome, welcome in here. So let me see here. Let me try to wait, where's my chat? Where's my chat at? I lost it. Okay, I pulled it back up. Let me see what y'all are saying about this. Let me see. Oh my goodness, boom. Boom. I was about to text you earlier today because some things. I'm recording right now, so I'm not going to go back into it right now, but I'm going to text you. Okay. Some stuff happened. We were talking about it earlier. Anderson, hello. Welcome back in here. What's going on, Josiah? How are you? You did some more videos today. Amazing. Magic Flow. Oh my goodness. Long time no see. So great to have you back here. Oh my goodness. Tup Braylon. Hey, was that you over on the YouTube side? Welcome to Twitch. Be sure to follow if you want to stick in over here and get notifications for when I go live. I always go live on Twitch, but every once in a while I might go live on YouTube. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. One moment. Okay. We're all good. Okay. We're all good. Sorry about that. Oh, sorry about that. Let me see here. Let me see here. I forget. Oh, I agree. It's a little bit NPC-ish. Yes, Fat Keys, and that's. I was didn't say that, but I was thinking. I was like, oh, I wouldn't want to accuse them of having a fake trumpet. I did not want to do that. But if you also feel the way, then maybe we are feeling something similarly. But instead of it being an NPC specifically, I more so feel like they just did something very watered down. That's more of what I'm feeling. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Hopefully. The group was cool though, right? Fat Keys, it was cool. You say you'll do streaming. Oh wait, King of the Misfits. By the way, y'all, guess who I met today? I'm like today, today. I met King of the Misfits. Woo! He got more of the story of what's been going on. King of the Misfits. How are you? Such a pleasure meeting you as well. Sup y'all from YouTube? Yes, Fat Keys. Say if you don't find the guy that got upset about my comment in the one video, let him know. Come in here and tell Leroy, because if I see it, ain't gonna be nothing. I'm gonna hug you, Milky Man. Yes, Fat Keys. We love that. I love that. Eric got snacks. You'll love it here. Oh, Leroy. Thank you. You said, Josiah, you got a question? Yeah, what's your question? Absolutely. Yeah, it was quantized real tight. Yes. Packies. It was not that, sir. My goodness. He said, and who is the guy she trying to wait? Right. He knows a little bit more. Yup. Yup. Oh, how am I doing? I'm well. How about you, Josiah? He said, you won't tell me because you got gas money. You're in the same state, Fat Keys. So you closer than the rest of us. He said, more is happening with non-business. That's his nickname for him right now. Well, I actually muted the emails because just like you saw with the emails, they just keep coming in. So they're muted. Emails muted. I'll check on you in the morning. Check on you in the morning. You don't get all my energy, all my mind. And that's why I'm so grateful for this. Let me end this video. Hold on, that I'm recording. I gotta edit the rest of this the end of this out. Hold on. So what was I gonna say? What was I saying? Yeah. I'm so grateful for this stream streak because what y'all, I've told y'all before, the reason I took some hiatuses before, people try to take my time and energy and then I've let them. That's the problem. I'm the problem. It's me. You know, when somebody tries to take your time and energy, you gotta like not let them. You gotta figure out your boundaries. I was never allowed to have boundaries growing up. I was always just supposed to be able to handle more and always be the bigger person, being the younger person. But I'm grateful. I am grateful because my tolerance and my patience is high, higher than maybe it should be. But I do protect myself in the sense of I now have a tolerance and know when it's like, know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to turn it down, know where to run. You better count your money while you sitting at the table. There'll be something, something, something when the something, something's done. You know? You probably synced it. You probably synced it. Right, right. But he's up north, I think, California. Um, he said I would say something else, but I'm trying to be respectful. King felt, felt. Okay. He said Miss Fisco and her inbox and email me one of them so we can send him a goat. Hilarious. A black woman is mad when she starts singing. Ain't no music playing. You know what? That was my mama too, by the way. I always knew if my mom was upset, she would be singing, just moving around and singing. I'm like, oh, snap. Like that's her coping. I feel you, mama. I feel you, mama. Hey, just I thank you for being subscribed to me. I appreciate that. He said, I want to ruin. Always love it. He don't need nothing but hits. He said, if you want, you can still try the dark side of the moon linked to Wizard of Oz if you remember the story. Oh, wait. Is there like did somebody. Okay. So Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. Hold up one moment. I got to get to my joint chat, by the way, so I can see everybody's chat messages. I just realized I won't be able to see everybody's message. Looks like I happened to glance over on YouTube and I was like, oh, wait, people say it's there over there. They didn't come over to Twitch too. I appreciate y'all. Okay, where's my. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's the chat. I can see everything now, I think. Okay, now I can. It starts from scratch. So let me check YouTube real quick just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, Red. Red. Oh my goodness, y'all. There is somebody over on YouTube right now, Red V2 HD. Red has asked me for so many reaction videos and I have not been able to get to them yet. Red, are you with us right now? How you doing? I need to do one of your videos right now. And you just said Trippy Red, what say what, featuring Party Next Door. Yes. I'm first gonna look up what Sly was mentioning. You said Pink Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd. And then I'm gonna listen to Trippy Red, Say What, featuring Party Next Door. That is next up, Red. Okay? Next up. All right, here we go. And hello, heart to you, Red, as well. Thank you so much for all your requests, by the way. I just got a little bit behind on everything. All right, so let me see here. You said there's some type of overlap. Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd. Oh, did someone like remix them together? Oh wait, no. You said Wizard of Oz. That's right. That's the piece I'm missing. Wizard of Oz. Oh, it's the video. That's what you told me, Sly. I remember now. You said to me that the dark side of the moon, if you play it with the Wizard of Oz, it's like telling the story or something. Okay. Oh, I think this is the one. This first one, I guess, because it looks like it's actually the video. Let me see. Oh, no. Let me go to this one. This is 252,000 views. I think this might be the one. Okay. The great gig in the sky. Oh, goodness. Yay. Exciting. Oh, emotion. Okay, we have a problem. Y'all, we have a problem. I have this video set up on the screen, but it's not flipped for some reason. Oh, goodness. I'm like, YouTube might have already taken me down. Hold up. Good thing I caught that. I just happened to look over and I'm like, wait, that is not reversed. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Take two. Take two. There we go. Ooh. I'm like, goodbye, Norman Jean. Though they never knew you at all, you had the grace to hold yourself. Oh, oh.
Chicago John cheered. X50. Cheer 1, 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 cheer 1.
Thank you, Chicago John. Thank you. Hello. Hey, absolutely, Chicago John. Boom. Thank you for that stream streak, by the way. If I didn't actually say that, I'm like, did it actually come out of my mouth? Thank you, Boom, so much for that stream streak. That's crazy. I appreciate that so much. Oh, hey, Aryan. Sleep so well, Aryan. Oh, 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 oh. Oh my goodness. Wow. Welcome to Oz. Um, and so that's so interesting, by the way, because it really, really makes me think of kind of whoops. It really kind of makes me think of how people write music. And the first thing that came to mind was how uh what is it? I used to see this back in my day. Some rappers, and I'm sure it's other people in other genres too, they would watch TV while they were writing. And they would sometimes maybe watch other music videos to kind of try to imagine writing to someone dancing in a particular way to kind of be on the same wavelength of the thing they're already liking and then trying to write to it. Some of them were more actively thinking about what they were seeing, but some people, when they're doing a creative endeavor, their brain needs to do multiple things at once. Kind of like when I was doing like homework in high school, I had to have the radio on for me to not get really frustrated because I hated homework so much, just because I felt it was unnecessary. And so having the music on just helped me to like lock in and focus and just do the thing because a part of my attention was somewhere else. So that's kind of the first thing that I was thinking of. And I wonder for them, like, what if they had this movie on? I'm like, no, they wouldn't have had the movie on because they wouldn't have had like VHSs, I don't think, quite yet. I don't feel like those were everywhere yet when Dark Side of the Moon came out, if I'm getting all my timelines kind of together. Um, but yeah, it's so cool how stuff like this can overlap and it just seems so seamless that the lady screaming for her everything is just like going through a hurricane for the exact amount of time as well. Very, very cool. And wow, that video, yes, Fat Keys. Hi, Spicy Josiah. Welcome to the YouTube side as well. Welcome. I see your messages over there. And Chicago John, thank you so much as well. And Red, did I responded to you, by the way, Red. So in the middle of the reaction, I may not get back to y'all. And then as soon as I'm done reacting, I kind of do like a brain dump of the things that I was feeling and thinking. And then I will get back to chat like after that. So I get a little bit behind as well. But Red, I was saying you're next up. We're gonna listen to you just requested Trippy Trippy Red. Trip, who'd you say? Yeah, Trippy Red. Okay. Say What featuring Party Next Door. That's going to be our very, very next thing that we're going to listen to. Let me go ahead and copy, paste this into the browser. But yes, Sly, thank you so much for sharing this. I remember you told us about this. We still got to put up my Pink Floyd video. I got to edit that thing down. I've been way too busy, but definitely will eventually. Amazing. And hi, Anderson. How are you? Good to see you. What is going on? Oh, mm, mm. Hold up. Dang, I thought I grabbed it. I thought I grabbed it. I'm like, Red, are you here right now? I'm like, Red, I might have missed you, but hopefully not. I hope you are here right now to see the reaction live as well. Okay, time for sleep. Oh, it's a lie. Thank you so much for spending time with us before you head on the bed. I hope you have the sweetest of dreams. Okay, the sweetest of dreams. I hope your girlfriend's amazing. I hope the weather's a little bit better. I hope it's a little cooler. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So this goes out to this is special dedicated to Red V2 HD. Thank you so much for all of your requests. And you have most recently requested Trippy Red Say What featuring Party Next Door. Oh, there's an official visualizer. Oh boy. I think we've listened to a Trippy Red before. Oh, I'm already a little nervous looking at the cover of this. All right, we're going. We're about to go in. Oh, okay. How dare they, when you scroll over it, start you from the middle? All right, here we go, y'all. Okay. Artistic. Hmm. Okay. Is she okay though? Okay. Oh, two. Wait. I'm like, is he okay? At first, I was asking if she was okay. Is he fine? I like that note that he hits with that. Um, I really like where he goes in the progression of those notes. And he did it a few times throughout the song. I'm like, okay, this is a lot more artistic of melody lines than I think is average for these newer ages of songs. They can be a little the same very often, just really hyper what's the word, popular, instead of doing maybe something a little less off of just like the major scale or only the minor. The way I wish I could tell you exactly what he did, I would have to get out a keyboard literally to tell you why I really liked the note, but it was nice to me. um by the way, so I wrote some notes, y'all. I came prepared this time. Oh, lampshade. She got on. You mean what, stocking cap? Literally, stocking cap with the beads on. Okay. And so, I did when we were first about to click the button, I said, oh, I'm a little nervous about what we're about to see because he looked a little, like this might be a little ratchet. Sorry. It gave that energy, and I didn't know what we're about to get into. But I was definitely pleasantly surprised that it was so sensitive, very thoughtful, and, it sounded very kind. And he was, saying, I'm not too gangster to say that. I think about you too. Um, but then there was my first little red flag going on that I was like, something might be up. Cause he said, when you think of me, I hope you cry. And, first listen, you might think like, oh, cry tears of joy. No, why are you crying when you think of me? And now I'm crying. Like, no, 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 don't miss me like that. Like, I want you to be happy when you think about me. Or I hope that's how he would feel. But that could be a very toxic situation if you want someone to feel so sad that, you know, when you're not around, that they're sad. Like, that's crazy. This almost also gives vibes. I just realized as I'm saying that, of like a veil. Like when you're mourning someone, sometimes you put on the like veil. It's usually in black. But for her to kind of have a veil of on top of her while he's talking about, her missing him and them kind of um, being separated in some type of capacity. There's that. And then he said things like, prove your actions at the private party. Sir, what are you saying to her? What are you saying to her? And so, there, I think he couldn't be too delicate because in maybe his street cred might be questioned, especially with the way he looks. Because a lot of times as an artist, and if you get big enough, the way you look is an expression of the messaging they want to get across about who you are as an artist. So that all kind of feels together. And then I was confused. I thought all of those voices were his because he's the only one in the video. And I wrote a note. I was like, oh, all of these voices that he makes are very interesting. And then the song was over, and I was like, oh, wait, Party Next Door is in here. But there were more than two voices. So I'm like, it looked like he was kind of performing all of them. And I'm like, that doesn't seem like his voice. Like, and more judging him by the book of the book of the cover. It doesn't. I feel like they've made his voice sound way more youthful than him, which you can do in the studio as well. Like, let me, I feel like he may be a little bit older, but it does look like he's taken some, illicit things, medications in this video. So that also can age you up. That can also age you up a little bit. But I don't know what. Like, that's his voice. Is is this his voice too? Because here's the thing: why are you mouthing all of the song when it's not your part? At least it says featuring Party Next Door, but now I have no idea which part is Party Next Door, and that's kind of actually bad marketing for Party Next Door, because someone can listen and watch this and then not know what part is his, so they're not gonna go then be like, oh, I like that second part, but that was Trippy Red because his voice is doing it. They should have maybe just looked at the lady the whole time while Party Next Door was going. Oh, but maybe okay, maybe they kind of do a little bit. Let's see. See, I mean, I guess that's kind of them maybe trying to show that it's Party Next Door, but I don't need to see him at all during those parts. Because if you're not showing his mouth and he's not officially doing the lyrics, someone might think that's him too. They might think Party Next, if they don't know it, y'all. And I realize maybe I'm the odd man out not knowing what Party Next Door's voice sounds like. I know I've heard him before. I know I've heard his art, but I can't pick out between the two of these guys which one would be him. I know I'm not the only person too. Especially when his voice, look at this. Wait, like that. Are both of those his voices? Watch. Or is one of those Party Next Door? See y'all, see. But it was interesting. I don't think that was a bad song. Um I feel like it was really artistic, you know? Um really, I'm like, what would you call this aesthetic? It's like street art. Street art. Oop, whoops. Street art. Uh, Man, the way I can't even. That necklace seems so heavy. Y'all can't see it. Hold up. Hold up. That thing is way too much going on. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, I just realized y'all still down here on this screen. Wait. let me let me put y'all in your rightful place above me. There we go. There we go. Let me Okay. There we go. Yeah, so interesting. Oh, whoops. I keep pressing play. Oh, YouTube might have already dang on. Okay. Very interesting. Thank you so much, Red, for um introducing this to us. You said Trippy Red, he likes dressing like a rock star in different fashion. Okay. This is a mood love song. Okay. You said, yeah, you like it? I did. I did overall. I did. It was not, did not make me as nervous as I thought it would. Me clicking on something with him looking like that. Like, look at this. Look at that eyeball. Like, that's kind of scary. It's like claws around an eyeball attached to a cross. It's a lot going on, you know? So it was not scary. And so that was nicer than I thought it was gonna be. Oh my goodness. It's the area I understand Trippy Red looks crazy with the tats, but he's a really down to earth dude. Okay, good to know. Yay, I love that. Love it, love it, love it. And now let me check out what you were saying, Fat Keys. You said, oh, Keon, hello. Is he MAGA? We need to start my politics channel. I'm like, is it starting right now? Is it about to start right now? Keon, how are you? So good to see you. Oh my goodness. You said his change of like 3 to 4 million. What? That's wild. That's absolutely wild. Oh my goodness. But Fat Keys, you said he looked like he got jumped out of pencil factory and you said as scratch paper. What does that mean? Oh goodness, y'all don't mind Fat Keys. He just gotta get it out sometimes. He has to let the roast has to happen sometimes, okay? Oh, you said tired, can't sleep at all. Okay. Well, hopefully we can help you get to sleep. Y'all said I sound like quiet storms sometimes. So we're going quiet storms out here. Y'all to bed. All right. He said all the time. Hilarious, Fat Keys. Hilarious. Thank you so much, Red. Red, is there something else you want me to react to? Because I know I have a full list to get to for you. Thank you so much for all your comments on YouTube, Red V2HD. I appreciate that. Okay. He said, nope, time to game. Okay. And that's another way to fall asleep. You know, exhaust your brain, exhaust your mind, and things like that. Oh, he said, definitely have to react to the album soon. Okay, so real quick on album reactions, unless the full album is like 5 songs, a minute and a half a piece, I don't really do full albums unless I really am looking forward to hear the artist, or I'm like a big fan, or it's something that I've already heard from a lot of people is a really big album or that really is notable. So instead, what I do, that give it a chance though. There's a chance. What you got to do is you got to give me 2 songs from the album that you feel best represent Trippy Red from that album. And then after both of those songs, I will let you know if we're going to listen to the rest of the album. That's how I got to have a little taste to make me feel like it's something I want to listen to. Because if you look at my reaction to Iceman for Drake, I did not like the album, but I did it because I'd never listened to a Drake album before. I was super excited that maybe he turned his life around after the beef and the battle, and I was looking forward to it. His fans, his stands hate me because of that video that I made. So I don't want you to feel that way about me. I don't want Trippy Red's fans to come find me just because I might be listening and have a lot of crazy stuff to say. So let me vibe it out because I want to feel like I can really invest and it not be a bad experience for me personally. But this was an interesting one. This would make me feel more inclined to do that. So what I'll need you to do is, are you following me over on Twitch, Red V2HD? And I'm saying your full name because we have another Red in the community. Come follow me on Twitch. And then when I'm doing a reaction day earlier in the day, remind me to listen to 2 of Trippy Red's songs. And then from that album, and we can decide from there. Is that a deal? Is that a deal, Red? You let me know. Oh, you're shopping for a bed? Okay, Keon. Yes, bed. Yes, bed. Yes. And Josiah, so good, so good. You should do more videos today. Absolutely. Put them out. Spicy Josiah. Is it Elbow Nahi more petty? Yeah. Goodness, goodness. Yes, thank you again, Red, for this one. Are there any other requests right now for us to listen to something? No full albums right now because it's way too late. And y'all know me yet. Anything else for y'all that y'all curious? And it doesn't have to be music, by the way. Um, and by the way, if there's something I actually want to see that I just remembered. That I just remembered. Let me pull this up. Have y'all heard of a lady named now I can't think of her name as I'm trying to find it. What's her name? I think it starts with a Z, but she's interviewing someone named Law Roach. Interview. Z-Way. Yep. I said it right before I saw it up here. Okay. So y'all, situation is Z-Way. Okay, Z-Way is a interviewer. She kind of
Which shoe should I?
she kind of got a little canceled, okay? Because she was out here interviewing some of the most already canceled people. Like she kind of had this thing going on where she I think it might have been for fame a little bit. Okay? It feels like it was a little bit for fame that she was interviewing people like what's his name? The guy who went to jail for scamming a whole bunch of people and he got elected. Uh, what's the guy's name? Shoot. George, not George Zimmerman, but that's the type of person she would interview. Okay. People who just, you should not do it. And she did it anyway. I think a little bit of her was like, oh, well, I, I'm so, uh, edgy, but like I interview the people who other people won't interview. Yeah, no. You said what happened to her exactly, Keon. So this is a part of it. So she was doing these interviews and people finally got fed up. Like you're platforming people you should not be platforming, and it looks like you kinda um, you know, just trying to get more famous. Yeah, Keon. Yeah, George from Congress, the one who the one who yeah, that George from Santos. George Santos. I knew it was a George. Yes, Becky. Yes, George Santos. And she is so funny because the interview went crazy in like all the worst ways. Because she's also so shady. Not shady. What's the word when you, yeah, I'm not in this community. I don't know how, it's like when you are very, yeah, it's like shady, but you say stuff and you're picking on somebody, but you get a pass because you're trying to be funny. What's that called? You know what I'm saying? Okay, I don't know what that's called, but she's that. Okay. And it's really interesting because when some people talk to her, they kind of get her back. And she's triggered me a lot in general because, so no shade to the diaspora. She is Nigerian. All right. But she has these little sly little jokes and little things that she will say that makes her look like she's trying to make fun of Black Americans. All right. I do not like it. And I saw a clip from this interview where I think she was doing that same thing again, where she was like, Law Roach. So Law Roach is a fashion consultant, I want to say. I don't know what else he does, but he has been the right hand person to Zendaya since she was like a teenager. All right. So, and then which you'll also find out, I think in this interview, I'm not sure, but I did hear through the grapevine that she was turned down to work with like some of the biggest designers in the industry when she was first starting out. And he has like this principle where she will not wear them now. Now she's like that fashion girly, won't even get her dressed in them anymore. Now Law Roach is also, what is it? Um, I think I don't think he goes by he. I did hear a clip on that, so I think I'll say they. Um, they what was it? He thanks, please forgive me. They um is all they are also on Project Runway, I want to say. Or is it Next Top Model? Project Runway. They are on Project Runway because it has Heidi Klum, but it's also Tyra Banks on there. That's what threw me for a little loop just now. Um, but in this interview, Z-Way says something like, what do you feel is harder, being in the fashion industry or being gay in the South Side of Chicago, because he's from Chicago. And I was just like, it's all of these like little micro things that she says and does. And I'm like, somebody else might be like, oh, that's a valid question. Law Roach is like being in fashion. And she's like, what? And I'm just like, ew, see what you're like really trying to make it seem like black people are homophobic. Because you know, South Side of Chicago, she's trying to say black people. She's trying to say like gang members or black people, black Americans. Like they clearly have to be more homophobic than the fashion industry is racist. And I'm just like, lady. Okay, so I'm curious about this whole interview because I heard some things. I also put up my little think piece too, because there's something else that happens in this interview where a whole bunch of people in the diaspora started calling Law Roach racist because something that he does to her. Okay. And I reposted that thing like, I am triggered that y'all are calling this racist. Okay. Just because he did something where he might be trying to be funny and trying to say something about African or Nigerian people, but he wasn't saying something to me that seemed like he was trying to say something like necessarily bad. But that's kind of the humor she has, where she's throwing these things out back and forth. And it's a comedy show. This is not like anything of any type of real substance. Okay. So now I'm just curious. We also watched the interview she did with what was that guy? The comedian whose album Vince Staples. That was an interesting interview. So I'm so curious about what is about to go down. We'll watch this in the big version, but let me flip it if I can. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. There we go. Just gonna flip that real quick.
Which shoe should I pick?
The pink.
You think the
please,
pink?
Yes.
Okay.
It's so cunty.
I think pink because it's like Barbie dreamcore.
Yes, it's cunty.
Yes,
But
greasy
the Manolos
grousey.
are also fun.
Yeah.
But I saved that last decision for you.
Thank you.
Tonight, I interview image architect Law Roach. Zendaya and you told me that it was her idea to do this interview.
Yes. My pronoun is bitch. I like to gatekeep. I love a bad girl. I want a rich, fat man. What is for you to represent your culture?
That's the clip.
What'd you think of Euphoria season 3?
I just like make love to myself a lot.
You're a gooner. What do you say to people who think you're doing too much?
You. You. You.
Why are you biting your lip at me?
My most iconic interview yet.
Are nip slips your 9/11?
Your little Hershey kiss pops out.
You want me to nip slip? Who are the racists?
My attorney advised me not to do that.
Z-Way starts now.
Wow, crazy.
My next iconic guest is the first and only image architect. Watch him on this season of Project Runway. Please welcome Law Roach. You ate that.
Ah!
How are you doing, Law? Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me. I'm doing really well, thank you.
Can you state for the record your race, your name, and your pronouns?
My race is African American. My name is Law Roach, also known as Luxury Law, and my pronoun is bitch.
Oh, bitch. And do we capitalize the B?
Absolutely.
When we first connected at the drama.
Sorry. I'm already triggered. She might not even meant the way I'm triggered. Okay, real quick. The reason I just got triggered. She said, do you capitalize the B? You say you need a drink. We in for a journey a little bit. She said, do you capitalize the B? The reason I'm a little triggered is that is a diaspora situation too. Okay, King, you're hitting the bed. Okay, thank you. Oh, King, you need your rest. I need my rest too. We're not going to be on here all night. Okay, this might take us 30 minutes. Well, the video's 30 minutes, so it's going to be 30 minutes. But I want to say, You good? I don't need to see anymore. Wait, fat keys, what you mean? Fat keys, no. What you mean, fat keys? Um, but the capitalization of the B, oh, you said nothing on them. That was a lot. It was. It really, really was. Hi, J. Crim. How are you? How are you? So the capitalization of the B is a situation where there's the idea of race, right? And she says, what race are you? Okay. And there's the idea of like being black. And some people, I am one of the people that feel like, okay, oh, and look at the back. Oh, this is so a situation. You see, the book on her shelf says Black Friend. She wrote a book called Black Friend, and the black is lowercase. Y'all can't see it was backwards, but it's a lowercase b black. But Black Americans, many of us feel when you call us black, that B needs to be capitalized because we are not black in the sense of just race. Race is a construct of the mind that doesn't really exist. Americans created it in order to create racism. So we kind of need to dismantle the concept of we need to get rid of the concept of lowercase black, lowercase white, lowercase all of these things. But the capital B black is our actual, instead of him saying African American, he could have said I'm Black American, and that would have been his ethnicity. Capitalize that B the same way you capitalize every other group of people. Okay, because it's not about his race. We are an erased group of people, erased like they, near ethnocided, genocided us. So we get to call ourselves what we want, and a lot of us are choosing Black American. So capitalize that thing, be respectful. Okay. So for her to say is a capital B, I'm like, I don't know. She was trying to do the thing, but yeah. So lowercase black, as in what she has behind it, is the concept of her being diaspora black, but also she might not even be thinking about all this stuff on this level. She legitimately may just have liked to have the cover of her book in all lowercase letters. It may not be that deep to her, but for some people, black as in the race is something that's lowercased because the people are trying to make the diaspora that we're all black. But there are a lot of Africans who do not want to be called black, and they will tell you that. They will tell you that they are Nigerian or they are Igbo. They are of named groups of people. And then when we say, well, we're black, we're like you're Igbo, or we're black like you're Nigerian, they're like, some of them are like, no, you need to figure out where in Africa. And it's like, we've been disconnected for a very long time, and everybody is African, not to be saying nothing weird about my diaspora, okay? But you need to respect that we are a different culture of people, and we have cultural contributions that have shaped the world. You don't get to just be like, y'all don't exist as a cultural ethnicity of people. Okay? All she said was uppercase or lowercase b. And that's all the things that happened in my head. You like that? Okay, Risky Ringo, thank you. Okay. And I think about this stuff a lot. I come from a line of civil rights leaders, okay? And I come from a group of people that, we have so much culture. When there's people like, what's his name? What's the guy's name? The big streamer, Kai Cenat, who like, Black Americans don't have culture. And that's why you then have us out here doing think pieces on being black. Because it means something. Okay, it does. Do not erase us. Okay, thank you. Now we're back into the video. Okay, here we go.
A premiere, Zendaya and you told me that it was her idea to do this interview.
Mm-hmm.
How did that conversation go?
That she said I should do Z-Way.
So let's act it out. You're her, I'm Law.
Okay.
Okay, Keon. Yes.
You know what you should do?
What?
Z-Way.
And that's how it went?
Yeah.
Did you like my interpretation of your hair?
It was a little dramatic, but yeah.
You're calling me dramatic. You're the world's first and only image architect.
Yes.
What does that mean in a literal sense?
Literally, it just means that I think that what I do is much better than other stylists, where I don't just pick a dress. I actually help forge someone's image just the way an architect does with a builder.
Who is structurally more sound, Zendaya or the Statue of Liberty?
Zendaya.
More than Lady Liberty.
Lady Liberty is a little old and she requires a lot of upkeep and renovations, and Zendaya does not.
Wow. Wow. Drag her. Drag the bastion of freedom. So, in 2023, you publicly retired from fashion saying, "My cup is empty. The politics, the lies, and false narratives finally got me. I'm out. Heart, heart, heart." You then...
Okay, just a stylistic triggering. She used Comic Sans. That was my font, y'all.
kept working.
This was my font in like middle school. And especially for her to try to do a set and just, she's always trying to be so like high fashion, high, all of those things. Why would she use Comic Sans? Not to be like that person to be like, you can't use what you want. But it's just weird of all fonts for that to be the one she chose.
Like Jay-Z's Black Album. Are you a liar, a flake, or a messy bitch that lives for drama?
Well, Z-Way, I actually did stop working for like 7 months and I wrote a book in the absence of me
So
styling.
that sounds like work, to be clear.
No, that was therapy.
And are you in therapy?
No.
Okay. So you don't know what therapy is.
No, I don't really believe in therapy.
Okay, so your book was labor.
My book was therapy to you.
How benevolent of you.
Thank you.
Now, speaking of the false narratives and the politics and the lies of the
Yes.
industry, who were the racists?
The racists were a lot of white women.
Name names.
My attorney advised me not to do that. Yeah.
No, I think it's cool to protect racist people. Let's continue. Do you recommend fake quitting for attention?
Stuff like that too. You're gonna say that to a person of the group of people who's done the most anti-racist stuff in at least this country that has spread across the world. Like, I know she's trying to get these jokes out, she's trying to be funny, but I'm just like, girl, like, it doesn't land well when she's trying to do the race stuff. It really doesn't for me.
Just to be clear, I didn't fake quit for attention. I quit for real, and I just happened to get a lot of attention for doing it.
I don't want to work through the logic.
I think that this interview is becoming very retirement phobic.
But you're the one who age shamed the Statue of Liberty. So I just want you to sit with that and sit with your...
Not triggered. What cringe? You were trying to shame him on the Statue of Liberty, and it's beating a dead horse. It feels like, why is it the joke?
your bias because you called her old, decrepit, and stale. And that's not appropriate for one of our nation's oldest symbols to
I'm like with Fat Keys. I'm like, can I even continue? Like, I've never felt like this about her before. Like, this is it's rough. This is rough.
welcome immigrants on Ellis Island, but you hate immigrants.
She took it another level. Now she's saying Black American hates immigrants. And I had a feeling she was going to go there with how much she's trying to be like the Statue of Liberty. She's only that girl. Like, you don't disrespect her. And I'm like, I get that it is a symbol that especially a lot of people who want to come to America, they put it on this, it's literally on a pedestal already, but they put it into this other pedestal of like, of respect, but I think especially for Black Americans, like, we understand that a lot of symbols of America, which talks about freedom, liberty, pursuit of happiness. Like, we have all of these symbols and marketing of what we are. But if we don't really live those principles, then it doesn't have as much of a value anymore if it's not true for what it stands for, And it's like that statue, they say the original version of it was supposed to be like a Black woman as well. So there is the respect of like the concept of what it originally was. But that's a lot. It's for her to be like, I'm taking it personally, that he has a thing against immigrants in her joke because he said the Lady Liberty is a lot of upkeep, which it is. We haven't made that thing ungreen ever. Goodness.
Continue. Speaking of an immigrant,
Sure.
Celine Dion brought you out of retirement
Yes.
to style her for the Grammys.
Oh, you just contradicted yourself. If I were fake retired, how could somebody bring me out of retirement?
How long have you oriented your life around white women?
Celine Dion is not a white woman. She's a queen, a goddess, an angel sent from heaven to change our entire life through song and fashion.
What's your favorite Celine Dion song?
My favorite, My Heart Will Go On.
Oh.
Yeah,
Will
just
it?
like my career. I wish I could say the same for yours.
Oh wait, I realize I did see this clip. And here's the thing. When we got to right before he said that, I'm sick. I'm a little nauseous already at this interview because it's just like not entertaining. And she tries to do this very like dry humor where she's biting, and it's just kind of Mean Girl. Like it's almost like Mean Girl is her humor. But yeah, now it makes so much sense because I was already like, ugh. And then for him to bite at her like that at that moment, I'm like, yeah, he might be feeling the same stuff I'm feeling. Okay, we're gonna run that right back so y'all see it in 4K or 2K.
A white woman, she's a queen, a goddess, an angel sent from heaven to change our entire life through song and fashion.
What's your favorite Celine Dion song?
My favorite, My Heart Will Go On.
Oh.
Yeah,
Will
just
it?
like my career. I wish I could say the same for yours.
You're getting very sharp with me, Lawrence.
Ooh, who's that?
I'm looking at the man, Lawrence Roach.
Not only are you up my name, but you're also misgendering me.
Oh, sorry, bitch.
Thank you.
Coming up, is it harder to be gay on the south side of Chicago or Black in the world of fashion?
Black in the world of fashion.
Really?
Absolutely.
Why?
Being gay on the south side of Chicago wasn't really a difficult thing for me. I've always been gay. I never really had a coming out story because
Yeah.
I've always been out. But I also had a strong support system of really masculine men, my uncles and my grandfather, that never made me feel ashamed or different for being, feminine.
But being Black in fashion,
It's tough.
what's tough about it?
I just can't wait till you actually get into
Sorry. It's like when she says, well, what's tough about it? Like shrug, like, oh my gosh. Okay, sorry.
made me feel ashamed or different for being, feminine.
But being Black in fashion,
It's tough.
what's tough about it?
I just can't wait till you actually get into fashion so you can understand.
Law, it feels like you're insulting me. Are you saying that you don't think I'm very fashionable?
No, not at all.
I've worked several times as a model across several continents.
Sure.
In fact, we met at a Versace show.
Maybe. I don't remember.
I remember because you said, "Girl, I love you."
I say that to everyone.
Oh,
It's wild that is the coming soon. Like that whole portion was the coming soon. But I think that was also one of the clips they put out early because I think that's one of her things. Like, if she thinks people are going to click it, she's going to put it out. She doesn't care maybe how it makes her look or sound. She's just like, who is going to watch this? Who's going to get eyes on me? Yeah. Risky. Jay Crimson. Oh, goodness gracious.
So you said that your long black hair is an homage to Cher.
Mm-hmm.
When did the hair become signature?
At birth.
Really?
Yeah, it's natural.
Can I touch it?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah, only because you're black.
Oh my gosh, like Jimmy Fallon. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
So
Now let me touch yours.
Okay.
Y'all.
Totally different feeling.
Oh, you want to play? For the Met Gala, you've dressed in...
I saw that clip. So there's a few clips. She likes to press. And that was a big thing that was being said on the internet too. They were like, thing about Z-Way, she tries to act like, you know, she's that mean girl. Like, she can try to get these different bites off on people. But when she meets a real one who is going to not mess around with her, and I think they call it gagging her. They said she'll get easily gagged by somebody who can go toe to toe with her, you know. And they're like, sometimes it's like she has people on that she thinks she can one up always better. That's why I was like, I want to see this one, because the little clips I saw coming out, right, she tried to press Ben Staples but can't keep up. Exactly. So I am not a fan. Like, I don't watch her stuff, but I'm like, if I see certain clips of people with her, I'm like, I'm gonna check this one out. I'm going to check this one out. Okay, so this part, yeah, I did see this one ahead of time where she's like, let me touch your hair. And you know, here's the crazy part. If you notice at the bottom of the screen, it says Law Roach says their hair is natural, and it puts like quotations around it. Like, girl.
At birth.
Really?
Yeah, it's natural.
Can I touch it?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah, only because you're black.
Oh my gosh, like Jimmy Fallon. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
So
now let me touch yours.
Okay.
Totally different feeling.
Oh, you want to play?
And here's the other part. To know that Zendaya suggested for him to go on this show, I feel like Law was already saying some crazy stuff behind the scenes. And Zendaya was probably like, yo, you can get her. Of anyone that can get her, you can get her. And that's probably what Zendaya was saying about having Law on.
For the Met Gala, you've dressed Zendaya, Ariana Grande, Celine Dion, Mary J. Blige, Anya Taylor-Joy, Hunter Schafer, Lewis Hamilton, Alton Mason, Kalani, Addison Rae, Lauren Sanchez Bezos, and more. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you're dressing District 1 from the Hunger Games?
I've never saw the Hunger Games.
You haven't?
No.
It's a very popular film.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Do you like any dystopian movies?
Define dystopian.
A society or a world where things are not right.
Like Wicked?
Sure, like Wicked.
Love Wicked.
Wicked 1 or Wicked 2?
2.
What's your favorite song from Wicked 2?
All the ones that Ariana Grande sings.
Oh, all of the ones your client sings?
Ariana Grande, yes.
Got it. And do you usually pander like this so shamelessly?
Define pander.
You wrote the book.
Not about pandering.
Let's continue.
He's like, got her. And it's funny because she had nothing to say. I think that's when they're saying like she's gagged, because nothing to say. There's nothing she can follow up with. Leroy, this is hilarious. Risky. Right, I'm gonna go back. Okay, here we go.
Book.
Not about pandering.
Let's continue. What's your favorite part of helping some of America's biggest oligarchs look and feel their best?
Oh God.
Define oligarch.
Oh my
Really,
goodness.
really, really, really rich person hoarding wealth at the top. Off the backs of the proletariat,
Ooh, define proletariat.
the working class.
And I love that he's asking for the definitions, that they're asking for the definitions. Cause like, somebody else may feel uncomfortable really knowing stuff and then wanting to sound a certain way. But I'm finding out Law is that person. Cause like I was not a fan of Law either. So this is what's crazy for me. I was not a fan of either of these people before this interview happened. Okay. I thought Law did some really cool stylings on Zendaya. So like that gave them a bit of a benefit. But yeah, I just Law is doing some things for me. And hold on, you said Zendaya wrong for this, right, J. Crib? You saw some of the clips on IG. Exactly. That's why we here right now. J. Crib, he said Z way down. Oh gosh. That's why we're here, because I don't watch her interviews. Except for if I see enough clips that make me feel like, okay, that's gonna be a very interesting one. So yeah, that's how we got here. You said you gotta say the capital B words to properly gender this person. You are right, Rhino. Rhino, how are you? Rhino, good to see you. Rhino, you right. I'm wrong. You right, I'm wrong. But at least I'm not trying to call them anything else. Okay, I'm trying to do it the right way enough. Remember, I'm also on YouTube right now, by the way, and I can't say everything, so I unfortunately can't properly gender them. Okay? Right now. Because it's a bad
Can you
word.
repeat the question?
It's a bad word.
No.
My service.
Ew.
The working class.
Can you repeat the question?
No.
My service is to dress people who can afford me to dress them. And, I don't think that people would go to a doctor and be turned away from medical treatment because they are wealthy.
What other similarities
That is actually an amazing answer. That's actually insane. That is so insane. Like, that is the only time that makes sense, because in any other case, you have to say no. Like, if you can decide you don't want to service someone, you can decide you don't want to do X, Y, and Z. But if you're a doctor, if Law considers himself the ER, the emergency room of helping people, no, I'm kidding, y'all. I am kidding, but that's actually a crazy answer. That's actually nuts.
do you have with doctors?
I love exams.
Oh, okay.
I love to recommend different cosmetic surgeries
Okay.
as a doctor would.
My doctor would recommend I get cosmetic surgery?
Sure.
Coming up, would you rather be called tacky or the N-word?
Stuff like that, like, it's like, girl, I know you're trying to land jokes, but why are so many of them about his ethnicity on such a sensitive subject that is going to trigger people? And sometimes I really do think, honestly, that some immigrant diaspora folk know how easily we are triggered as like Black Americans on some things, and they know we're gonna start talking about it. They know we're gonna spread it. I'm spreading it right now, okay? But it's a part of, that's a very fine line you tread, because we also will get you canceled. I mean, cancellation didn't start with us, by the way. It did not start with woke people. It started with the anti-woke in the beginning of America. Okay. So, um, anyway, we will cancel somebody now if we feel you are bad news, bad business, and we will spread that thing. So you are on a thin line of being like, I'm gonna get popular, I'm gonna get clicks, more people are gonna know my name. But if enough people know your name and you get canceled, then enough people will not be tuning into you and then be telling other people not to watch you either. Okay? That's how that goes down. And so I think what she's doing is a little bit of like saying things she knows we might say something about. The other person I think that just did that, I was trying to say his name the other day. He just got a new show. He just got a new show. And it's so sad because I see his face in my head. And my company used to manage him. That's what's also so crazy. I cannot think of this man's name. He's from Chicago as well. Shoot, what's the guy's name? Rapper from Chicago. He pulls the citrus from the tree and he talks about DEI. He wears a DEI shirt. Vince Van. Okay, y'all, whatever that guy's name is. No, Vic Mensa. Thank you. I knew it was a V. A V. Yes, thank y'all. Vic Mensa. So Vic Mensa, he also right before his show came to be, he had a really triggering take. Okay. You stop listening to that. Okay, you stop listening to this interview or to Vic Mensa, by the way. Thank you, Fat Keys, for still being here, even though it doesn't feel good. I appreciate that. I understand as well. This interview, okay, absolutely. So the thing with Vic Mensa is he right before his show came out, he did something that was very triggering to me and a lot of other Black folk. He's also at least family immigrated, and he said something like, what did he say about Black Americans? Oh, kind of like, y'all aren't your own people, you're just African. And I'm like, he knows we're about to talk about this. He knows we're going to say something about this, you know? But then next thing I know, after he does this take and he says this thing, I have a TV show now. I'm like, oh, I think you did that just because you knew we were going to talk about it. You knew we were going to say something. Please. You're tired of people saying dumb stuff like that? Exactly, Fat Keys. Absolutely. And so part of, I'm also super triggered. I'm also a little nauseous even watching this interview. But there's the activist part in me that's like, I need to spread awareness. Like, I'm even thinking about starting my political, current events, cultural channel on some of the stuff we talked about on this video today. So that's where I'm like, man, stuff got to be said sometimes. Hey, Deadpool Party, how are you? That awkward, dry humor, folks are crazy. That's right. Oh my goodness. He says, so the host is supposed to be a mix of Bobby Althoff and Funny Marco. I don't know who those people are, by the way. You got to tell me more. He said, why does he look like Tyler Perry? I just heard that today. Somebody literally said he looks like a young Tyler Perry. That was on social media today. I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy. He said, Marco is great. Oh, okay. He said, there's a whole lot of shade on us Black Americans. We'll table that for later. Yes, and we'll have those discussions. Okay, we're going to have those discussions, Leroy. We got to talk about the stuff. We got to do our part to talk about the things, to elevate the discourse so people understand what's really going on. Okay, now that we can actually talk about it, we're like millennials are the first generation able to actually come out here and be talking about stuff about ourselves and it not be seen as like, I'm gonna survive it. You know what I'm saying? So all the parts we'll be talking. And you can see that Risky Ringo. Hello, how are you? By the way, I don't know if you could hear me during the reaction earlier when I was saying hello. It might have been kind of loud. It was so good to see you. Welcome back in here. All right, here we go.
Depends on who's saying it.
Why? The fact that you have to think.
I'll go back to what the question was.
Coming up, would you rather be called tacky or the N-word?
Depends on who's saying it.
Why? The fact that you have to think about it is nuts.
No, it's not.
Depends on who's saying it.
Okay, who can call you tacky and who can call you the N-word?
Nobody can call me tacky, and the people that can call me the N-word, I can also call them the N-word.
Got it. Okay, got it. So Zendaya, rather be called tacky or N-word by her?
N-word.
For sure.
You said in your book that Zendaya is one of your biggest advocates in the industry.
Yes.
You have a catchphrase, both of us or none of us. Creatively speaking, when does she begin and when do you end?
I think we're definitely one soul sharing two bodies.
Is she your best friend?
Sometimes she's my best friend. Sometimes she's my advisor. Sometimes she's my component because we fight. Sometimes she's my annoying little sister. She is many things to me. And I hope that I am, the same number of things to her.
Family, like Don Torello.
Definitely.
So you've described yourself in Zendaya as Jordan and Pippin.
Yes.
Which one are you?
I'm Pippin, for sure.
Did you know that Scotty hates Michael?
I did not know that.
Can you elaborate more on this basketball reference for me? Like, who are these men?
Well, I think I heard it in a rap song.
Could you just give me a little, can you rap it on beat?
Yeah, we went to the Met Gala and we was tipping because she's Michael Jordan and I'm Pippin.
Hey, bar.
This is Chicago. And any more details about those two men? The team they played on?
Chicago Bulls.
And the championships number that they've won?
Was it 5?
You're from Chicago!
It was 5, right?
No, it was 6.
6. I missed one. Kill me.
Yo.
When
I think also it's like for you as the interviewer, you probably did some research. You probably have a whole team. I get it. You're like, oh, you're from Chicago. You should know. Girl, you researched that, didn't you? No, sorry.
you saw Anna Sawai hit that 2025 Superfine Tailoring Black Style Met Gala carpet in a tailored white suit and hat. How did you feel?
I was surprised. I was shocked because the true story is that I knew that Zendaya had already walked the carpet and she was in the Met because we were texting. And then when I turned down and looked, I'm like, why is she doing the carpet again? And then it wasn't her. So it was just a big shock.
Wow. So that's, even if the references are different, the looks are similar enough to mistake the unmistakable Zendaya with Anna Sawai, who's a lovely actress.
Yeah, beautiful girl.
Beautiful girl.
Mm-hmm.
Just similar hats and suits.
Yep. Beautiful girl.
Beautiful girl.
Yep.
Beautiful girl all over the world. Nothing to stand.
You recently went on national television and said Zendaya's real-life wedding dress was infinitely better than the fake AIs online.
Yes.
Can you describe the dress in 3 words?
Better
Bigger.
than AI.
Is the reason you're not being forthcoming because you're afraid that she'll put you back in the hat again?
I thought, so I've heard this, there's a whole situation. But I thought they were saying that her husband was in the hat. Like I guess they just keep saying somebody's in the hat. And I guess it can be anybody, but I thought they were saying her husband was in the hat.
No, I'm just...
How many times a year does she let you out of the hat?
Like 2.
What's wild is she wore that hat at the Teen Vogue Young Hollywood Party 2014. Mm-hmm. Explain yourself. How did the hat come to be?
I don't know what's the discourse
People
about
love
the hat.
the hat.
I love it. I own the hat.
You own the hat? Have you ever worn the hat?
I've worn the hat.
When? Where?
I wore the hat to an event not too long ago, maybe a year ago. Yeah, I own the hat.
What fits under that hat?
My head.
No, but there's some space.
And my brain. And my thoughts.
Your thoughts.
And my love for you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's sweet.
It's all under the hat.
Pandering again. Coming up, Chloe Sevigny told Harper's Bazaar that she found stunt dressing phony, distasteful, effortful, and cringy.
Seems like a lot of effort, all this stunt dressing. I find it very phony and distasteful.
As a pioneer of this red carpet style, what do you say to people who think you're doing too much?
You.
Oh. Do you want to clarify to camera in case they didn't catch that?
You.
Ooh.
And if I knew how to say it in different languages, I would. But I don't. I only speak English, so you. Our award is for you to represent your culture.
This is the part.
What culture is that?
Nigeria.
Leopard?
Atuna Makana.
What the hell? That's Swahili.
Sorry.
What do you mean, sorry?
Sorry.
Apologize to Nigeria and my Nigerian culture.
I apologize, Nigeria, because I thought that this print represented your culture and the animals that you keep in your homes. Sorry, Nigeria.
Apologize to Timon and Pumbaa.
I apologize to Mona Boomba.
Timon and Pumbaa.
Timon and Pumbaa.
Y'all were working with Disney for like 20 years.
I apologize. I'm sorry. I thought I was.
So, by the way, that's the piece that was going around saying he was racist. That he said, I'm wearing a print that makes me think of Nigeria because of the animals you keep in your home. Okay. And they were saying, oh, he's trying to say we're just outside and we have animals in our house. And I'm like, if you got a leopard, Rhino, I'm like, if you got a leopard in your house, you are wealthy. And he, because I didn't take it as like you have random animals in and out your home. He's saying you got some money, okay? But he's trying to do the thing, the funny, like, misinterpretation, or the funny, like, I'm gonna say a couple things about your culture too that she loves to do all of the time. And I'm talking to people online like, this is a comedy show. Okay. I know I get triggered by her, but I know at the end of the day, she's trying to be funny. But the same joke over and over and over again gets less funny. It's my first time hearing him trying to do funny. So it rings a little bit differently for, them to do it than for her to just keep having the same, like, I think it's called lowbrow humor and just always trying to say bad things about Black Americans. So that's where I'm coming from on that.
Just paying homage.
The fact that you assume that all Nigerians have a leopard in their house is crazy.
Leopard.
What do you have in your house?
A kitchen.
Oh.
Mary Kill, Zendaya's 1995 Mugler look that you said that you could retire off of. Yes. Her 2011 Never Say Never premiere look, which was the first look you styled for her. And then Zendaya's 2015 Oscars look.
I don't want to play this game with those looks because I think all those looks are incredible and they really play a huge part in both of our careers.
There's no there's no marrying, there's no killing.
No, we want to marry all of them.
Okay, so you're pleading the fifth.
And I don't understand, does it mean like or like?
Well, I think it's up for interpretation, but it probably means Why is that your go-to with
I mean...
What about like, what?
No, because it's like... Right?
No, you tell me.
No, I'm asking you.
No, please define
By the way, I've never known that this was a situation. The F, marry, kill. Like, what did y'all think the F is for? I thought, I don't know what I thought. Now I'm not even sure. Like, okay, let me think. Back in my day. Yeah, I think I thought it was sexual instead of F them up. Is there supposed to be like a consistency on what that is actually supposed to mean?
I mean, is like, you know?
It is. Okay, J. Cram.
Why are you biting your lip at me? Ah! You have an unofficial red carpet boycott on Saint Laurent, Dior, Valentino, Chanel, and Gucci because they said no to dressing Zendaya when you first started out. Can you turn to camera and tell the kids about the importance of being petty?
I think that there is an importance of being petty, but I've outgrown my pettiness. I think that holding grudges makes you ugly. So in my quest to become more beautiful, I've released some of the grudges that I held. And I'm actually wearing Saint Laurent right now.
Okay, great. Yeah. And will Zendaya be wearing any of these on the carpet?
No.
Coming up, what do you think of Euphoria season 3?
I think that Euphoria season 3 was not as good as Euphoria season 2.
Oh, okay. And
what did you think about Euphoria 3?
I did not watch it.
Are you a Zendaya hater?
Oh, are you kidding? Her name starts with a Z.
Why didn't you watch it? Yeah.
I don't really like the sex stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of like conservative in that way.
Are you a virgin?
No, I'm a Charlotte. Would you rather wear 5-finger toe shoes or...
What did that even mean? Right, what's up with the Zendaya strays? Yeah, like I think it's almost like she's trying to find a way to like, quote unquote, jokingly put a wedge between him and Zendaya, even though they're like best friends. And it also is like a TV thing and marketing thing. You're going to say one of the biggest superstars right now, going to keep saying her name over and over and over again, try to find a way to insert her into this in some capacity. So I think it's a little bit of all of that she's trying to be her jokey joke self, but also at Zendaya. But I'm like, this might backfire. After you said that, I'm like, yeah, that might backfire because everyone loves Zendaya. Like, nobody hates Zendaya.
Or get a Delta One seat that doesn't lay flat. Toe shoes or... No, I'm a Charlotte. Would you rather wear 5-finger toe shoes or get a Delta One seat that doesn't lay flat?
Okay, hold on. What?
Or get a Delta One... Would you rather wear 5-finger toe shoes or...
5-finger toe shoes. Is she talking about like the I want to buy some of those, by the way. It's like it's a shoe, but each of your toes have its own little shoe type of thing. But it's so that you can be barefoot outside, but you're protected from the elements. I think that's what she's saying, right? Of course, that's what she's saying. I want a pair. I did buy a pair, but they have to be so perfectly fit for your foot. You usually have to go to a store for them to like perfectly size your foot, and mine was slightly under, and it's horribly, like, almost painful if it's the wrong size. And you don't want them too big either. So that's actually crazy for like a fashion icon to well, I don't know if Law's an icon yet. So buy a pair of 5-finger shoes, risky. Thank you. They're so expensive. I appreciate that. I accept. I actually need to look into them again because I really, really want a pair now that I remembered this. It's been years. It's like 10 years ago I think I bought those shoes almost. Yeah.
Or get a Delta One seat that doesn't lay flat.
Okay, so it says, Dear Delta, I'm Delta 360 and a million miler. This morning I paid for a Delta One seat from NYC to LA, and when I got on the plane, it was not a lay flat seat. I was very disappointed. Oh, send you a pair too. I gotta save up.
A 5-finger toe shoe.
You would?
Yeah.
Because you hate when your bed doesn't lay flat.
Yes.
You had a public breakdown.
Can I explain that?
Please.
I work really hard.
Yeah.
And I have 3 careers. And I travel a lot. And if I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and I go to the airport and I'm getting on a flight and I expect
to lay down,
to be able to lay flat in a seat and to sleep because when I get off that flight, I have to work.
Right.
There is nothing wrong with me being disappointed that I don't get that luxury. Also because I paid for it.
Because you paid for it, like literally.
But I don't think I had a tantrum. I think I just let Delta know that at that moment,
let them know?
I was disappointed.
Right. How did you let them know?
Dear Delta, I am disappointed that I paid for a lay flat seat and I did not receive that on a 6-hour flight when I had been working the day before and I was getting off the plane to go to work again.
Yeah.
So some of the criticism around this is that people were like, why don't you use your platform to end homelessness or to heal the baby seals?
And does Z-Way do anything like that? I know she's saying that's what the people are saying, but for then you to pass on that judgment to him, do you?
Platform that I wanted was the platform that lays flat
That's
with a
wild.
comforter
That's
and a
wild.
pillow.
That's
And by the way,
wild.
what medallion are you?
Delta Diamond 360. I started.
And here's the thing. I used to feel a way like, oh, if you have a platform, you should say something. But the feeling. I don't think I've ever really expressed that like on social, like, oh, you gotta speak up about X, Y, and Z. It's like, no, I think and I've said this before, we need all types of people. We need people who are all about that life, and we also need people who are not about that life. We need for everyone to be in the thing that they are passionate about. Because here's the thing: if you force someone to speak out and they are not into all of this stuff, they might start speaking out about stuff you don't like. Like, what if Law deep down is MAGA? What if deep down they are a lot of things they should not be. Okay. So just wanting people to speak out and use a platform doesn't mean that they are going to support the thing that you want them to support. So if you have crazy politics, don't tell us about them. Okay. Nakima, hi. How are you? What's going on? What is going on? And I'm sorry, I just made up a name for you because I don't think I've ever said your name out loud before. I'm gonna try that again. Nika, is it Nika Meets Life? Nika, welcome in here. So good to see you over here. Y'all, welcome in, Nika. And it's also when I see someone's name for so long and then I finally say it, I'm like, oh wait, I never thought this out fully, but I know when I see your name. I know who you are. Yes, it's okay. And yes, it's perfect. Okay, Nika. Yes. 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 I want a made up name. What? Risky Ringo. That's not made up. That's Risky, where you get your name from. Nika, welcome over to this side. Oh my goodness, always a pleasure seeing you on Twitch. Always, always. Thank you so much for chatting with us over here. Hey, Nacho. They usually do that to Fat Keys, by the way. Fat Keys keeps a running tab of when they actually tell him about the stream. And I'll text him nowadays, especially if we're doing mainly music. I did start a reaction stream, but didn't quite tell him. But we didn't really do a ton of music. But he was here early. They gave him the notification this time. But welcome in here, Nacho Cat. Fat Keys. And also, it's not the latest in the world. I think we're gonna probably be ending on this, but Nacho. Also, my go live notification was completely wrong. I forgot to press done before I went live, and so y'all got my old notification from last stream. You said you ain't get a notification. It was just luck. Oh, Fat Keys. I think your internal clock is aligning with mine, because I've been fairly regular on my timing. And it's likely to happen again that I'll be back on Tuesday. Today's Monday. I'll be back on Tuesday around the 10 is practically where we're currently looking at right now. Because I got a lot of stuff I got to pack up and go. I'm leaving, y'all. I am leaving. You said go find a made up name. Risky. Risky. Okay, so y'all, we are launching back in here. Whew, y'all, we're so close to the end. We only got a third left. It's been hard, but we got this.
Started at Delta gravel.
What are the perks of that one?
It was me. And I worked my up to from gravel to diamond.
Started from the bottom.
Now we here.
As far as fashion faux pas, are nip slips your 9/11?
Love.
You like a nip slip?
Love.
Really?
nip slip,
Why?
yes. Especially for someone that's, of course, at the age of cassette.
Of course.
It's great that people have followed you and supported your career. And what better way than to give them a nip slip?
Oh,
What? Leroy. Becky's. What better way? He said. And that's the thing. I remember when Leroy. I remember when dang on Janet's popped out and the shock, and I knew it was the beginning of the end of an era of the world. He's not risky, wait. You're a man of culture. Oh my goodness. And the arts, the physical arts. Oh my goodness. Y'all crazy.
give back by showing your areola.
Correct.
Got it.
Show yours.
You want me to nip slip?
Of course.
Why?
But you have to do it in a way that you really, that is just a slip. It can't be on purpose.
I was about to say,
It have to be like you're walking, the wind is blowing, you have on a beautiful
Chiffon.
John Galliano Dior
Got
bias
it.
cut slip dress,
Got
and all
it.
of a sudden,
Specific?
She said specific. That was the funniest thing she said today for me. Specific. Oh my goodness. What y'all say? You said, so a pay it forward moment, a thank you. Fat keys. Fat keys. Right. That's it. Okay. Super sight. Do y'all know who almost had a double nip slip? I saw it yesterday. Oh my goodness. The new like it girl on streaming. What's her name? Yana. She had a like a halter top on, and then she bent over, but she grabbed like the top and she bent over, both popped down, but she was held. The person who said it, it was Tanaya. Y'all know Tanaya. She hasn't streamed in a while, but I met her at TwitchCon a few years ago. She retweeted it. It went a little viral. She's like, that is why women instinctively hold our chest when we bend over, because you just never know if something's about to happen. You know, you said who? Okay, I'll show y'all. Hold up. Yana. Dress malfunction. Okay, here it is. All right. So she was going to streamer prom like the other day. Oh, goodness.
Oh. Woo! Oh, you tried it. You really did.
Like, how did the dress just
You tried it. You tried it so hard that it would never work on the queen. You tried it so hard too. Y'all wanted that to happen so bad. Like, y'all tried it. You tried it.
She said they mentally tried to. Look, it looks secure. And then she just happened to grab and hold.
Oh.
It would have been over for her. Would have been over.
You tried it. You really did. Oh, you tried it.
So yeah, that just happened. I just saw that like yesterday. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go.
John Galliano Dior bias cut slip dress, and all of a sudden,
Specific? And then,
your little Hershey kiss pops out.
wow. My Hershey kiss pops out. You know, I'm a Charlotte.
You look like Charlotte
What
today,
does that mean?
but I've seen you be a Samantha.
I'm like, is Charlotte from for him to say Samantha, that makes me think of Sex in the City. But like, is Charlotte like Queen Charlotte? Because I know like Bridgerton gets a little saucy. I haven't seen any of these, by the way. I have not seen Bridgerton. I have not seen Queen Charlotte. I might have saw half an episode of Sex in the City. I don't know. What does this mean?
And
A couple days ago.
Okay. Charlotte was also in Sex and the City. Thank you, Nika. Nika. Thank you so much. Okay. That's what I was about to say. I felt like it had to be maybe something like that, only because he said Samantha. Yes. Only because he said Samantha. I would have never thought that. I was thinking Queen Charlotte this whole time.
Just saying.
and what are you?
Charlotte, for
You're
sure.
you're Charlotte?
Absolutely.
Coming up, marry, kill, Oscars, Grammys, Met Gala.
Kill Oscars.
Oh, wow.
The Grammys. Meaning like the Grammys, right?
That was very crass.
And then the Met Gala. Marry.
Aw.
Because I love it.
Do you have a
Yeah.
motion for the Met Gala?
Especially with fashion, like that's going to be his thing of the year. That's the awards, or not even awards. It's the gallery, the moving art exhibit of fashion.
Oh, stop! Oh my God! I have to blur that out. I apologize. Stop. Oh my
Wait,
Gala.
Met Gala. Marry. Because I love it.
Do you have a motion for the Met Gala? Oh, stop! Oh my God! I have to blur that out. I
missed it.
apologize to the children at home watching.
No children watches this.
They
How dare
shouldn't.
you? I'm very popular. Z-Way love the kids, and the kids love Z-Way.
All right.
Okay.
What did more damage to the black community, the crack epidemic or the Kardashians calling cornrows Boderick braids?
So you might have to tell me, like, what are their personalities? Like, is there a test? Can I take a test? I mean, I don't know if I should, for a show like that, I'm like, I don't know if I should show y'all. Goodness gracious. What am I talking about? It's late, y'all. I am curious of the different personality types for the show. That's all I'm trying to say. Nika, no. Wait.
Never forget 9/11. That was my 9/11. Never forget.
The crack epidemic for sure.
Has a skimpy celebrity outfit ever made you clutch your pearls, by the way? Like, how much skin is too much skin? Like, should we all be going full Bianca Censori?
Yes.
Okay, you like the naked look.
I'm not sure I like the naked look just for shock value. But there is a story about Grace Jones going to an event with just hair. And I think it's something powerful about a woman being really secure in her body that she can show up to an event naked. And I don't think we have those type of girls anymore. Like, I love a bad girl
Got it.
that has no inhibitions. Like, I love a Rihanna walking out of the club with a glass of wine. You know what I mean? Like, I think that we are missing those type of women now. And I miss those type of girls.
You gotta style those girls. They're out there.
If there are any ladies
Wait, I'm a Charlotte. Right now, I'm a Charlotte. I don't know what that means. I am in Charlotte. I'm in the city of Charlotte, of Queen Charlotte. But Law said they're a Charlotte, and so does Z-Way is a Charlotte. I don't feel like I'm anything like Law or Z-Way. Okay, so I don't know what you're talking about.
out there that want to show up to the event beautiful and naked,
Yeah.
call me.
So you own a 17-acre piece of land in Georgia
24.
because you wanted to
Georgia.
reclaim a plantation.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel haunted by the ghost of the Confederacy?
No, I feel uplifted.
Is that question?
By the ghost of Harriet Tubman.
Good. Speaking of Harriet Tubman, do you think that she would look better in Mugler or Custom Emmanuel Ungaro?
I think she would look better in Schiaparelli by Daniel Roseberry.
Oh, what look in particular?
Look 34,
From which season?
the last season.
I almost pulled an Ungaro look for today.
Oh, I wish you would have. But you decided to wear that.
And what's wrong with this vintage Chanel 1994 spring-summer suit?
Nothing.
And it's like I wanted to pause on the Harriet Tubman fashion, but I'm like, you know what? He's here. They're here for fashion, right? That's what that is. Okay. And then I'm like, no, we gotta get through this interview, y'all. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. And he just they I'm asleep. Law. I just need to say law. Law out here is crazy. Crazy.
The last season.
I almost pulled an Ngaro look for today.
Yo, I wish you would have. But you decided to wear that.
And what's wrong with this vintage Chanel 1994 spring summer suit?
Nothing.
And the way Law does it, it feels so sweet and innocent. It is the harshest, sweetest, and most innocent of harshness I've ever seen. Ever seen. Just very much not rough, but just themselves. Woo.
How many black friends do you have?
I only have black friends.
Name them.
Shani.
Oh, wait. Before we do that, wait, Nika, you said Charlotte equals traditionally romantic. Samantha equals sexually liberated. Hilarious. I am a Charlotte. I am a Charlotte. You're right, Nika. Thank you very much. Thank you. I say I'm a hopeful romantic instead of a hopeless romantic. I've been saying hopeful romantic since like middle school. Y'all, I am very traditionally romantic. Okay. Okay. Cooking her like rotisserie chicken like Southern grandmas. Yes. Yes. And that's the other thing culturally. If people want to be like Black Americans don't have culture, one thing we do have is some thick skin. Some thick skin. So if you're going to try to say something to us, I mean, in general, we are not a monolith. We are not one person with one feeling, with one XYZ. But we're going to have some thick skin. Don't mess with us. We got generations of hardcore in our bones. We got thick bones for being ready for whatever. Okay. You say you like that? Speak positive. Nika. That is something that is such a big deal to me. We were singing Novocaine and I changed the lyrics. I'm like, love me good, love me some, love me numb. When I'm gone, let me numb, let me. I don't even know the lyrics, but I change it instead of love me none. I say love me some. Okay, big deal. Speak good. Okay, speak good to ourselves. You're down for whatever. Oh, too funny. Too funny. Too funny. Okay, here we go.
Ika, Shakana.
What? Wait, now it's
Black friends do you have?
Oh, black friends. Okay.
How many black friends do you have?
I only have black friends.
Name them.
Shanika, Shakana, Sharitha, Zazaria, Tamika.
They're all Zendaya, by the way.
It's a lot.
You said one of your biggest influences is your grandmother, Eloise,
Yes.
who put you on to vintage shopping, aka junking.
Yes.
As well as your gorgeous mother and Zendaya. Turn to camera and speak to your love of black women.
I love black women. I think black women are the most special, powerful beings on the face of this planet, and they literally hold the world on their shoulders. I love them so much, but not so much that I want to have sex with them or to be them.
Oh.
But I love them.
Coming up, you identify as a romantic.
Say major caveat. Majorest of caveats. That's absolutely crazy. This is so funny. This is so crazy. This is too much.
Yes.
Have you ever considered going on Love Island to find someone?
No, but I want to be a host on Love Island.
Do you watch Love Island?
I don't.
What do you do with your free time?
No, I sleep a lot and I research because I want to be the best image architect that I can be, and other than that, I just like make love to myself a lot.
Oh, got
because
it.
I'm a romantic.
Okay, so you goon. You're a gooner.
Not really a gooner. That's a little excessive.
But do you like look on Twitter for like imagery, or how do you get started?
That is such a personal question, Z-Way.
Well, you brought it up. No one told you to talk about touching yourself. You were first inspired to become a fashion stylist by Rachel Zoe, saying she gave me something to dream about.
Yes.
What do you think about her career as a Real Housewife, and do you have any aspirations to be on a reality TV show?
I do. I want to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta so bad.
What would your catchphrase be?
Getting all these girls on the show was really genius, but the only thing you are missing is a penis.
Wow. 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 In the previews for this season of Project Runway, season 22, you go back and forth with Tyra Banks. Be honest. As a fashion-loving gay boy from the south side of Chicago, was it your dream to be clocked by Tyra Banks?
Did she clock me?
You tell me.
I don't think so.
As far as you two disagreeing, is it a battle of the Titans?
I don't think we had a clash at all. I think we have a difference in opinion and a difference in what's fashionable and what's not.
Got it. And who's right?
Me.
What drama do we have to look forward to this season?
I think not only do you have the drama with the contestants, you also have the drama with the judges.
You and Tyra. Who else fights?
You keep wanting to bring it back to Tyra, but I fight with all the judges.
You do?
Every single one.
You're like the Nicki Minaj of American Idol.
Not Nicki Minaj.
Why are they?
You said you fight with
bleeping
everybody.
it? Why are they bleeping it? That's so funny.
We're landing this plane. Do you have a funeral outfit picked out?
Yeah.
You do?
Okay, so I want my funeral. First of all, I have to have like Carla Otto or Lucian Pages do my funeral, my guest list. I need Celine Dion to sing Amazing Grace. I want to be buried in custom Scaparelli by Daniel Roseberry. What if he decides I should die in? I need catering. I need a step and repeat. I want Zendaya to be there with a remake of the hat that Coretta Scott King wore to Martin's funeral. Like, she knows this already. If you're not dressed up, you cannot get in. And if you don't do that, then I will haunt you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know how you'd like to die in this scenario, or?
I would love to die either at Bergdorf's or, boarding a private jet somewhere.
Wow.
With the Birkin.
With the Birkin.
Yeah.
How do you think this went?
Great. I just like make love to myself a lot. Fabulous. I enjoy myself.
What do you want your last words on the screen to be?
I love Z-Way, and I wish her years and years of success and millions of dollars and a big
Leopard.
cat that she can have in her house.
A large cat?
Leopard, cheetah.
I can't.
Something exotic that she can raise as her own.
In the brush.
As her child.
You disgust me.
Yeah.
Give it up for La Roach! Did you bring the Birkin?
I didn't bring the Birkin.
La was explicitly instructed to bring the Birkin that George Santos used in the.
I'm gonna pause it right there real quick. Y'all, we were just talking about how George Santos is why she got canceled. That's literally the one person of the several people she interviewed that I named. Girl, hang it up. Girl, let it not talk about him. Move on.
This interview, he was the facilitator of that. I stuffed $100 bills into the Birkin, and it was manhandled by an alleged scammer, but he didn't bring the Birkin. But you're part of Z-Way Dreamhouse history.
Thank you.
So thank you for that.
We did it, y'all. We made it. We made it through. We made it through. So now y'all know even more about this lady and just kind of all the things. Law killed it. Literally. Literally dang on killed that thing. Literally dang on killed that thing. My goodness. Welcome in here, everybody. Oh my goodness. Weapon. Weapon. Oh my goodness, y'all. I must give credit where credit is due. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Let me shout you out. Hold on. Y'all, the person who held my hand to find out whether or not I could stream first person shooters again. The one, the only weapon. Weapon out here. I think it was Red. Was it Red who suggested you for somebody else who was having issues with their PC? I saw that. I responded. I said, Weapon. Oh no. Okay, the ad starts in 3 minutes. I'm about to be like, I'm talking to Weapon right now. So, yeah, so Red said something. I inserted myself. I said, can Weapon also fix my first person shooter issues? And Weapon was down, down to try to figure it out with me. We got on a call and it all worked. It worked. And I said, sometimes it just needs another set of eyes. It needs another turn on, but it like turn off, turn on. It needs, what else does it need? It needs just another pair of eyes sometimes, just to in energy be there so the thing turns on. You know, so I appreciate it. Is it plugged in? Are the cables connected to power? You're going to ask them for this rice. Oh, Weapon. Yes, I love that. I love that. Love it. Then, be crazy. I get back home and then it doesn't work. Then I'll be like, it might be humidity, but I do have a dehumidifier at my home. I don't know. Something's going on. Something is going on. You said, can I check that Twitter link real quick? Absolutely. Absolutely. Ooh, let's see what link. People don't think anymore, huh? But you gotta really think in order to be this crazy. So I'm conflicted. Ah, touching moment. Thank you for the clips, Rhino. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And Rhino, by the way, you're currently in the lead. I kept saying, and I need to figure out what day the clip leader resets. I'm gonna start giving y'all money for being the clip reader. Hold on one moment, y'all. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Okay. Y'all, something weird. Something so weird just happened. I'm like, I feel like someone like opened a door. And then when I went to look at my security footage, it was like disconnected. I'm like, oh, heck no. So I went out to see if something happened. And it looks like everything was fine. It looks just like a moment of malfunction. Like, where's my headphones? It's like a moment of malfunction. Whew. Okay. We're all set. We're all good. We are all good. Sorry about that, y'all. You said people don't think anymore, huh? You gotta say you think or you're crazy. I'm conflicted. Are we doing the test tonight? No, we did it before. We're calling it, y'all. You said, yo, can I fight? Do for you. This gave me the energy. I feel you, Fat Keys. I feel you. Oh, that Twitter link. Can you send the link again that you want us to check out? Okay, thank you. I see it now. I see the link. Let's see. Copy. All right, here we go. Money's balling. Mine. Where'd she go? She must have turned it down. Pause. It's now. Oh, dang. Can you try play? Will it let you play music? Exclamation mark play. Oh, pause until she gets back. Oh, thank y'all. Thank y'all. So you probably swinging in the bathroom mirror. Oh, no. Y'all, real talk. Drink some water and find something that will actually hydrate you, or it only does so much. Yeah, you need some electrolytes. Oh, is that what you? Electrolytes, a little bit of lemon, a little bit of sodium. Because I thought I was hydrating myself, and I ended up going to the doc for a checkup and found I needed 4 IV bags of fix your hydration. Absolutely. Yeah, you need sodium. You need also citrus. Those are the things that keep your electrolytes up. Those are like natural electrolytes. I had some Gatorade earlier today. I have to also keep my electrolytes up. Fat Keys. That's absolutely a situation for me as well. Glad you're okay. Yes. And for the fellas who really need to keep that check on us, yes. Eat those fruits too, yes. If they call your name, just remember, no, they didn't. Wait. You went, I did. I know, Leroy, I know. I just opened the door. I can look outside. I just wanted to make sure my camera was plugged in. I didn't want no funny business. Okay, no funny business on my camera. All right, let me go to this link. Hold up. Let me see what you sent, J. Cram. Oh, the first line says, we was originally white people. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, man, I got to do this on the other browser. Oh, goodness gracious. He was originally white people. Oh, goodness gracious.
If you every race, if you reduce yourself to race, every race has an indigenous ancestor. Every single group of people has an indigenous and somebody who came from the ground, okay, and said hi.
Oh, no. It's already wrong. It's already wrong. We all came from the same woman. Our DNA is only 1% different from each other, from every person on earth. We came from that same one woman. A bunch of babies. We all started to genetically mutate differently from her.
I'm here and I'm going to show y'all how to do this,
goodness.
okay? Everybody has this. There's an out of Africa theory that says all of us come out of Africa. That's the leading theory right now. Genetics seems to be proving this as well. Biological information seems to be proving this as well. But I argue that white folk have an indigenous ancestor, that I don't know that white folk have to.
The original white man was actually a black man, the first European. They got his DNA. He is brown with blue eyes and straight hair. Because you will see brown people to this day with blue eyes and straight Hair.
come from black people.
Okay, hold
I
on.
don't know that as I study paleoanthropology, come from black people, ancestor. That I don't know that white folk have to come from black people. I don't know that as I study paleoanthropology, even genetics.
Even to this day, black people still have white children, not only albino. It most happens in Nigeria. Two black or brown Nigerian people can actually birth a white person because it is a genetic recessive trait that brown people hold the same DNA. Like we hold the DNA for redheads, for blondes, for blue eyes, green eyes. That's why we are brown. That's why our eyes are brown. That's why our hair is brown. We have all of the colors mixed together. Okay.
Studies. I don't know that. And neither does anyone else.
Neither does anyone else. We have DNA that shows. Does he not think we have DNA that can tell you who your parents are or who your children are? And if we have that, we can trace ancestry up the lines.
In that fact. But the latest theory, what everyone's going.
Wait, this is Talib Kweli. This is Talib Kweli's show. Y'all. It's like I met Talib Kweli. We had a nice little conversation long time ago, over a decade ago. But that man is a mess now. He is a mess. Absolute mess now. Okay, let's go.
It's called the out of Africa theory.
I didn't realize that was him on the left. That's Talib right there. Oh, goodness gracious. I didn't recognize him with the hat and the glasses on.
All human beings out of Africa are from a group of African women we call genetic Eve or African Eve. When you're looking for your
it's one lady.
Spirituality, you have to be very, very careful on who's educating you, especially when they're colonists and imperialists and in their institutions. Here's why. So I'll give you
Okay, he said be careful when there are colonists in charge of the information. The way they don't want to be from Africans. The way they don't want that. And maybe he's trying to say something like, maybe he thinks, because you know that image of like the monkey that then morphs into being a man. And it's like it shows the stages of evolution. Maybe he's thinking that whiteness coming from African is an evolution. And maybe it's the opposite, where we are the evolution from white people. Like maybe he's trying to be too almost woke, but not quite woke, but like the new modern day woke. Like, oh no, what if we are the evolution and they were the, they were the monkeys. Well, none of us were the monkeys, but is that what he's trying to do?
quick theory. It's called the aquatic ape theory. You can look this up. Aquatic ape theory is part of what I'm going to say is this, that
did I know he
we
was going
also
there?
say that humanity came out of the ocean. That humans were amphibious at some point. So if
we all came from like the same life force, even before humans, even before, like in the scientific sense, like a single-celled organism. It wasn't like, I mean, we weren't there. So, I mean, it could have been a lot of things alive at the same time, at the same moment. But it's just kind of like, if we think in the science realm, like it was probably one small life force that then started to probably, what's the word, clone itself, start to then evolve, start to do all of those things. And it's less likely to me that it's like, in a crazy sense, like the thunder struck in a whole bunch of places and like random things then became alive. Like that, just science does not have an origin story for life. Uh, okay, so that's just a super random other story.
If humans lived in the ocean first and then walked onto land, everything in the ocean is not getting sunlight. Deeper you go in the ocean, the blacker and darker it gets. You're not getting the sunlight. That means the first people in the ocean were white people.
Melanin is not just because of the sun. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. It's almost like he thinks a whale, a dark gray whale, gets its color from the sun. Or like an anglerfish. An anglerfish, I'm pretty sure they're brown. I mean, they're like a dark color, but they don't see light. I mean, other than the little light on the head, but they're not going to get tan from that. He's almost also using white supremacist concepts of race in order to inform him as to what and why we look the way that we do and why we are in the places on earth that we are. Oh my goodness, King's Dream. He's trying to say that we were all white before we became black. And his reasoning so far is that life came out of the ocean. And if you're underwater, you're not going to get tan. And so you're going to be white first. Then you're going to come onto the earth. You're going to walk onto the earth. And then you're going to get brown. But why didn't all white people become brown? If it's just a matter of getting to the sun out the deep of the ocean. And then part of me is like, maybe he's then gonna go into the other colonial concept of race, which is, then some of the amphibious humans went to the equator, and then the other ones went to the north. And then that's why we have brown people and we have non-brown people. King's Dream, J. Cram. You gotta swing at the air so you feel better. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's keep.
Mm-hmm. Or not black.
Right.
This comes from the sun.
I might be too tapped in. I might be too tapped in because I'm saying it before he's saying it. And that's the thing. He's kind of thinking it's just like it is a chemical reaction in melanin that makes it darker. But in and of itself, if it was just about being in the sun, everybody would be brown. Everybody would be brown.
Pigmentation supposed to come from the sun. You ain't getting no sun, you in the water. Mm-hmm. Your hair is straight and you white.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness gracious. He said for Neanderthals, melanated or not. He's practically what he'd say. Watch that be the next part of this video right over. He's practically saying this is pre-Neanderthals. But Neanderthals also aren't humans. That's the other part, by the way. Is he talking about mermaids? Yes. Yes, Kingstream. In a way, mermaids. But then I don't know if he realizes that melanin is a completely different thing than just the sun. Like, it's almost like he's thinking like tiger stripes. Yeah, they turned black because they were in the sun. Like color in the world of animals is not just based on the sun. Yes, ours, we have a like biological protection mechanism that literally changes with the amount of UV we have it received, but that is just like an evolutionary um thing that helps with the skin. And I'm not saying, and maybe he's also thinking that, like, that's kind of what he's thinking. He's like, we evolved into having melanin instead of first as humans having melanin and then losing melanin. So he's coming from the space of, because of, and this is, I hate it so much. This is very much so white supremacist race theory, is that we all originally were, I guess, light skinned or white. And then some of us were at the equator and got brown. And some of us weren't at the equator and remained white. But all of that has been debunked in so many ways when you actually trace the genealogy or the lineage, the DNA. And then when we finally saw the picture of the DNA of the first European and he was brown, we all were brown. Okay, goodness.
Or light,
Right.
okay? Hair is straight and you white. Or light,
Right.
okay?
Right, he
Now,
says. Right.
my daughter says, when I first told her this, she said, but Dad, plants are green too in the ocean.
Yes. Daughter, preach. Teach, I should say. Like, I have a feeling the daughter understands. Okay, let me just let it. But the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Let's let it play.
And when they're green, green turns to brown
Right.
in the sun. So could these first beings have not even been black all?
Yo, I'm so glad that I did not just imagine the daughter fell too far from the tree. It's J. Crim, Fafo. Hey, how you doing, Fafo? So good to see you. How much is left? This is only a 5-minute video. We got 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. Please drive you out the links. Fafo said, I need to say something. I need to be a part of this. Yeah, the daughter is going to say, what if we weren't even white? What if we were green? What if we were green? I think we just got a subscription over on YouTube. Welcome in here. Welcome in here. Oh, I think we got 2 subscriptions on YouTube. Hi. Welcome in here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. More and more.
It could have been green. The color of the ocean, the what they call the chlorophyll, they have a name for it,
yeah.
of the ocean itself, green.
I thought he was just going to be like, the color of the ocean is green, but at least he knows there's more to it. Okay.
The moss of the ocean.
The algae and all that.
The algae.
Yeah.
So these first people coming up light green out the ocean. Now this.
Here's the other thing. How many fish are green? I can't even think of a fish that is as green as a plant. It's like, do they think we were plants that walked out the ocean and became brown and then became humans? Do they think we were an animal before we left the ocean? Do they, you know what I'm saying? Octopus can be every color they want. That is true too. And here's the other thing. Squid or wait, what's the jellyfish are clear? Jellyfish are clear. We could have been clear. We could have been clear, y'all. Oh my goodness. But if we think about just fish, they got color for the most part, other than the jellyfish. There's the white fish, but I don't even think white fish is white on the outside. I think it's just white on the inside, right? We could have been glitter at this point. Faithful. Faithful. My goodness. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Puts a slightly different look on what the first humans could have been like.
Mhm.
If we come out the ocean, we white.
Okay.
Okay. Look at this man's face, though, too. Look at this man's bah. There's freshwater bass, but that's not relative to what they're why they're that color king's dream. This isn't Twilight. And my thing, I'm like, do they think we were what's the blue people in the water? What's the blue people in the water? I'm thinking Fern Gully. Avatars. Yes. Does he think we're avatars? Avatars, J. Crib. Oh my goodness. Yes, Avatar. Thank you. I love it when y'all are like locked in with me. Locked in. Okay, here we go.
Let me go further with you.
No, please. Further, not further. I thought we were going to land the plane. We only got like a minute and a half left. We can't go further.
If we walking, you come out the ocean, you walking on all fours. Let's just say.
Let's
we
just
are
say.
assuming that we're walking on all fours.
Okay.
This would explain why the palms of my hands are identical to white people. This is white people.
There was a lady on Twitter. I think she has a shirt that's like ban men from podcasts. And at that time, I only knew, there were a couple of them that were pretty bad. But are men just sitting around just say, because here's the thing, when you're little, you might just say whatever. Because it's like fun to be like, oh, what if this and what if that? But I'm so grateful my mama got me out of that in like the third grade, second grade, but not in a way to like take away my creativity. She was just kind of like, what if anything? We can say that about anything. And so, because I would get her to answer my questions. That's what it was. She didn't shut down the creativity, but she was more like, I don't know. Erica, I don't know. Because we could, what if everything in existence, And so I love the youthfulness of, like, what if this and what if that? But like, you gotta like believe some of the research. And then I'm like, have you looked at any of the research? Do you really feel like you just need to be out here living? And I will say, here's another thing, right? My dad kind of gave the energy of like, I don't read. Very smart guy, but I mean, he would read like a car book to build a car. But like, other than that, he was just kind of felt like, oh, I'm self-made in my brain. And I'm like, no, let's research. Let's research. Okay. Depends on who did the research. Remember that part too. That part too. Okay. But he said we're on all fours. We got white hands. Like, I think my brain just needed to like take a break and go on another journey, another story for a moment before I fully tried to comprehend what he's about to say. Let me backtrack just a little bit. Let's just make sure I didn't miss anything that he said. When we came out the ocean, we were on all fours. And so this is white people. We got white people hands. Okay. You just hollered. Like I heard him say it, but hearing you repeat what it was saying, faithful. that part. Okay.
Walking on all fours.
Okay, here we go.
What's further with
Okay.
you? If we walking, you come out the ocean, you walking on all fours.
Yeah.
Let's just say,
Let's just
we
say.
are assuming that we're walking on all fours.
Okay.
This would explain why the palms of my hands are identical to white people. This is white people's complexion.
That's right.
The palm of my hands, flip it over. Now I become black. So could it have been that as we're walking on all fours, every part of us is getting the sun. We turning black, hair getting kinky, afros are coming, we're getting dark skin on us. But the only parts that don't get the sun are the soles of our feet and the palms of our hands. So this is how Africans could have white folks' skin on the palm of their hand and have their own skin on the other side of their hand.
I was just like, I gotta let it play. I said, I gotta let it play. I went through like the 7 stages of, what's it called? The 7 stages of of grief. What is it? Of I went through all of the feelings. Okay. And so the thing I landed on, okay, hear me out. Hear me out. You know how Black people, we started this thing where when we were talking about white and Black people and we didn't want everyone to know what we were talking about, we would do this thing where we would point to a part of our hand. We would say, you know, meaning a Black person, and then this would mean a white person. But that was just like a thing to just have a conversation without it, you know, tipping off too many people about what we were talking about. Okay. And so I'm like, maybe he really was like, that's really a white person. Right? He said, so that's what Rachel Dolezal did. She stayed outside. Faithful. That's crazy. But you kind of got to meet crazy with crazy sometimes to try to figure it out. Like sometimes you got to meet it where it is. So he's thinking that, I guess he's like, we were still on all fours when we became Black. That's what, yeah. That's what he's saying. He's saying we were still on all fours when we became Black, and then it was done. No more evolution, no more melanation, none of that. But you know, here's the interesting thing too. It's like, why wouldn't it have been all the way to where the hand meets the earth? Because it's kind of halfway. And the sun don't just stop shining. The sun don't just stop shining on that part. It don't just stop shining there. And then also, what about our thumbs? Does he think that our thumbs weren't turned the way they're supposed to be turned? Like we were flat like that, and then the thumb was flat too, and then it just sorry, it just curled back after. Okay. It just, and I can actually do a little bit more because my thumb is double jointed, so I can I can kind of twist it in ways I'm not supposed to. Okay, let him chuck. Okay, no, not trying to. I am. I'm about to say I am trying to meet him some of the way. Leroy, let him boil. You said let him broil earlier. You said let him bake. So we Black Panthers, literally, your belly, faithful, faithful. He said, but if you just came out of the water, then you were in the mud, and the mud covered up that halfway, right? And mud is brown. And mud is brown, right? And I think he thinks mud is brown because of the sun. I mean, actually, I mean, it kind of. I mean, y'all, my brain is trying to make it work. Because, I mean, like a plant turns brown if it burns in the sun, but also just decomposition does it. A banana. A banana turns brown. You said let them air fry? Okay, here we go, y'all. We're back in. We back in. We back in.
We was originally white people.
The dissertation is complete. That is the opus, the beginning, the middle, and the end. We was originally white people.
Now, all of this is bullshit.
Crim. Crim to the front. Crim. Crim to the front. Crim. Crim. Address the class. And I'm in the class too, by the way. Address all of us. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me let this man speak. Okay.
And have their own skin on the other side of their hand. We was originally white people. Now, all of this is bullshit. But I'm trying to show you a theory that could bring up a conversation and debate about who the first humans actually.
Nope. 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 That's not enough. That's not enough. Okay, let him keep going. Let him keep going. I don't want to keep letting him go. I want to say something. Blame him. But still, no, Fat Keys. Were you legitimizing something crazy just to be like, well, somebody could say it. Somebody could say it. This is the same problem we have with politics, where people are trying to be like, oh, give a platform for everybody. So then that you're proving is freedom of speech. My bad, though. Okay, here we go. Here we go. More. Take more. Take more.
Or the complexion.
And why and how much of a construct race is.
And how much of a construct, and the deeper part, how much of a construct, mental construct, race is, and how it's making you think about yourself, about history.
How dare they not fully land the plane? How dare they take 4 minutes and 45 seconds to say all that, give us 5 seconds at the end to then be like, well, actually, I'm lying. People don't watch full videos. Okay, now I gotta say something. People don't watch full videos. There are so many people who are not gonna watch this up until the last 3 seconds. I love how I'm like, it gets shorter and shorter than like the last second of this video. They're not gonna watch this whole thing. There are gonna be people who now are going to make this their new understanding of race. And I agree that we got to get rid of this construct. And this is actually great, J. Krim, because you did say this was related to what we were talking about earlier. And we were talking about race earlier. We were. And yes, we need to dismantle it. But good gracious. This story that he told, this is going to empower somebody. Well, we might in 50 years have the amphibious nation of white origins. Could be the next thing that happens. He said, trying to give y'all a good night's sleep, but now I'm gonna go to bed and be like, it's time to start my YouTube channel on culture, on Americans, on wokeism, on politics. Oh my, yes, it will survive the nuclear war. Exactly that, Leroy. And that's the crazy part about things being forever and being so okay about whatever it is you put out there. Okay? Because think about the future. They don't got all the context. They could take this man's video and in 100 years, then be like, they won't even have him as a rapper. They would get rid of all his music, and then have this one video as a representation of his life. And I know some people hate that. They'll be like, oh, this one thing doesn't represent me. But you should make sure that it tries to be as close as it can to representing you, because things get taken out of context. One of my things got out of context, by the way. Like, someone clipped me, we were talking about politics, and I was like, we don't really have freedom of speech. And the guy clipped it, and he was battling me in the chat, and I was explaining, no, you really don't. I mean, it's not a really bad one, but Hassan Piker is one of the worst offenders. He's going to be his own undoing, it seems like, because he says he wants to be an edgelord, but for the left. But the problem is, edgelording is clippable content. Okay, and he says crazy stuff joking around. But if you're going to joke in horrible ways, there's a chance you end up, saying something taken out of context. And they're like, oh, this is his humor. This is his humor. And that is his humor. This is crazy. J. Crim, good gracious, I am fired up. But then to show me this right after I was already nauseous on the Z-Way interview. Hey, yo, I need to go to bed. Okay, that's everything. Y'all, we're about to raid out. Thank you so much, J. Crim. This was actually crazy. Thank you. But this is something I needed to see. Y'all, I might end up with a whole different think piece to add on this tomorrow. Or, when I see y'all tomorrow. By tomorrow. Okay. Oh my goodness. You're so welcome, Faithful. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was like, what's that? Anywhere y'all want me to go? Fly, ladies, work your man. Ladies. Ballers. Fellas. Uh-huh. I ain't worried about my girl, alright? Terrible. And now you fellas leave your girl with a friend, 'cause it's 11:30 and the club is jumping. Ladies. Ballers. Fellas. Uh-huh. Where we gonna go? Where we gonna go? Hey, I was also thinking about virtual release. Absolutely. Hey. Woo. Hey. Yeah, I haven't heard this in a minute either. All right, y'all. Thank you, J. Crim. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness, King's Dream. Thank you so much. You have a lovely night as well. Hey, King's Dream. Fat Keys, thank you. J. Crim. Faithful. Rhino. I might be repeating y'all's names too. Leroy. Oh my goodness. Wait, whose message got deleted? Wait, why you time out, J. Crim? No, 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 no. That's not okay. That's not okay. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Grab a rate message if y'all don't mind. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the resubscription. I gotta get y'all points for being first, second, third.
She knew I was coming for her. Oh my goodness, what do I do? What do I do? I'll read someone else. I read someone else. Ari, no, nah, 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 nah. Ari.